Hello, hello, everybody. As you can see, we are at Wally World again. Because number one, y'all know that my internet at my house is not wonderful. Number two, you are going to hear some thunder because it looks like that the bottom is fixing to drop uh, here in rain. So hopefully if it gets too bad, I will end up muting myself so that we don't have to worry about the thunder and stuff interrupting Randall and whatnot. And I'll only turn my mic back on if I see that y'all got questions or comments or whatever. All right, so I want to go ahead and say hello to everybody um, before we get started. So thank you, Lee. Hello, Lee. He takes out the trash and recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some Nutella along with white, dark, and milk chocolate, fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits out for everyone. Welcome to Mystery of Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. Thank you, Lee, as always, for setting us up. Oh, he adds chocolate chip cookies for the draggling. I love that, Lee. Thank you so much. He always gets us all set up and started, and I greatly appreciate it. Hello, Linda. Hello, Marion. Oh, we have two. We have no. Yes, we do have two Lindas. Hello, the other Linda. Hello, Erin and Timothy and Sparkle Dust and Helen. Hello, Robin. Hello, Tammy Heiler, Beth and Tala. Hello. Hello, this one. Hello, K9 Mama. Hello, Christine. You have this on your TV too, so Figaro can watch Elizabeth without swatting your seat. I bet that cat's always like, hey, there's an animal. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Brandy. Hey, Mandy. Hello, Sue. Marianne, I hope I said hello to you. If I didn't, hello, Marianne. Hello, Cindy and Sherry and John. Hello, Diamonds Around the World. Hello, Sue Bell. Hello, Lucretia. Hello, Kim. Hello, Jessica. Diane. Hello. Hello, Deborah. Hello, O'Brien Custom Toning, which are one of our wonderful sponsors that we are greatly grateful for. Hello, Jana. Hello, Kim. Hello, Grinchville. Hello, Barbara and Sarah and Terry and Texas Laura. Hello, Jen. Hello, Last Life with Natty. Brenda, both and two Brendas. We got Brenda Hartstein. Oh, I'm sure I butchered that. Sorry. Hello, Mama B. Hello, Teresa and Diane Urbina. Hello, Sherry and Leona. Okay, so I have gotten to the end of the chat for now. So as y'all know, this is hello, Carl. How are you doing, Carl? As y'all know, this is the week 4, but this is not the final live. We will be giving away prizes for week 4, and then next Monday will be the live finale. Oh, hello, husband Paul. How are you doing? Thank you so much for letting Mandy come and spend time with us. We greatly appreciate it. But we have, let me see, I have my list this time. So we have 9 prizes to give out tonight, and we have 11 prizes for grand prizes for next week. And of course, one of them being the biggest prize of all that you can win, which is an original painting from Randall himself. I don't see Kara in the guest list thing yet. You're hanging in there like a hair. Mandy, I'm assuming that's Paul answering that. Hello, Alyssa. There's my Alyssa. Hello, Nancy. I'm assuming, Mandy, that Paul has commandeered your phone, maybe. That kind of sounds like something maybe he would say. I know, I can't believe how fast this has just flown by, but you know what they say, when you're having fun, time flies when you're having fun, right? All right, so I am going to go ahead and I am going to bring on Randall, and I'm sure as soon as Kara gets here, I will bring her in. Hello, Stacy S. And diamonds are a girl's best friend. Yeah, Kara's not in here yet, but I'm sure she'll understand. If you weren't able to make her live, she is very easy going. All right, so let me go ahead and bring on Randall, and then when Kara gets here, we will add her. Hello, Randall. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Here we are, week 4.
I know. Can you believe it? Like,
it's amazing.
Crazy.
It's amazing. So I've been working on this piece is what my project has been for these 4 weeks, and you can see I've done some more during the week, and I will explain more when I turn around to kind of tell you exactly what I did and what I'm working on next. And I will need some more help. And thanks everyone for sending the photos of at an angle of the diamond paintings, finished and unfinished. I take a look at those, save them into my photos, then I can go back and refer to them as I'm working on the artwork. So that's extremely helpful.
Well, that's good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put you on the main screen, and it'll change once Kara comes in. It'll change, and then I'll change us back. But let me go ahead and get you right there so that everybody can see everything that you're doing. You want to show whatever you want to show first?
Okay. Have to excuse an occasional little cough. I still have the allergy thing. Didn't bother me all day today until I just went out and watered, and I guess the molds and the pollens out there kind of got to my throat a little bit. Do my usual. The books that are available on my website, the Counting with the Draglines, the Bedtime Storybook. These are hardcover books, full color, lots of artwork inside of them. D is for Draglines. These 3 are available on my website, and Diamond Art Club also carries these books too. And then the 2 coloring books, they are on Amazon, and there's a link directly to them on my website, randalspangler.com. And as I mentioned the last couple weeks, I have items on Redbubble now, so you can take a variety of images that are on there, and we're going to keep adding more images and put them on pillows and shower curtains and blankets and mugs and clocks. The clocks are my favorite thing. So lots of items.
That clock is so cute.
It is.
I cannot wait until I can purchase some of those. And I want the shower curtains too. I've just got to decide. I'm really leaning towards the Coral Castle shower curtain because that kind of lends like a whole.
Oh yeah, it does.
Water vibe.
I have a piece of the Draglines in a bubble bath, or one of the Draglines in a bubble bath, and I don't think we've got that on Redbubble yet. I think that would make a wonderful shower curtain too. A big giant Dragline with bubbles all around him on the shower curtain would be fun. So
that would.
We're kind of exploring and looking at the hundreds of pieces of artwork I've done and going, this would work and maybe this wouldn't work as well, and just trying it out and putting things on there. Yes. So, before I turn it around, I want to say hello to Leslie and Emily, just like I do every week. And I am playing with, last week, you suggested I turn my phone sideways so I get a horizontal view here. And this is a whole new thing for me. So it's kind of odd to get myself in the picture, and we will see what happens as I turn the camera around to the piece I'm working on, which I am going to work on right now and see if I can do that.
Hopefully this will be able to help because we'll be able to see a little bit more of what you're working on.
I think, as far as I can tell.
No, it turned it different again.
Yes, I realized I did turn it sideways there because the little list of things, the options, was off the bottom of the screen, and I couldn't get it to come up to go to the back camera. So now I will turn it back around this way.
Perfect.
And I don't know what the deal with my am I just not doing something right here? The problem is, well, at least you can see it.
Is there a way
I
to
will,
zoom out or?
well, the problem is what I am getting is um, on my screen here, I'm getting half of the image that I'm showing, not the full image. So I know there's more being shown down here at the bottom. And right now I can't see my hand when I'm putting it down there. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of odd to do this. And I do not know what to do. And I do not want to start pushing these little X's and things on the screen
Do you
because I could
have?
disappear
Is it on
completely.
a tripod or a gooseneck?
Gooseneck, yes, a flexible arm.
Okay.
But
If you pull the gooseneck back some, it should help. And then just angle the phone down a little bit more.
The problem is more the image on my phone. I'm only seeing from about,
because I can tell you that picture right now, how you got it. Bring it up a little bit more. Bring it up. Because right now we see the bottom of the canvas.
Well,
or is that where you're going to be working? The bottom of the canvas?
No, actually, that is what I see. Here I am trying to figure out the technology, and everyone's watching me.
You're good. You're good. You're perfectly fine.
But this is from the bottom of the image down. I don't see anything, and from about here up, I don't see anything on my screen. Kind of like you all. So. This is very.
I can tell you right now what you have in front of us. What we can see, we can see where you started on the edge of the cup with the placers. We can see the top of the thing. We can see both straggling.
Right. Okay, that's. I can see the top half of the image, but I just don't see the bottom half of the image on my screen, that is, so I know it's there. Anyway, I'll go ahead and talk about what I have done this week. For one thing, I
did go ahead and bring Kara in.
Kara, hi, Kara.
Hello.
Hello. Good to hear you.
Good to see you.
I'm glad you can
see and hear you.
On the books in the background, I have added many more layers of color, watercolor and colored pencil on top. So you can see they're getting darker, more intense colors on them. They're getting to where I want them to be. Last week, I started doing this little, I call it brass, but a little gold trim on all the books. I like to do that. It's kind of one of my things I do. And so I've done a lot of that and added shading, a little shading underneath. I've finished off jewels on here. I've got one more jewel over here at the side that needs to be done. And then the draglings themselves, I'm always adding more layers to them, but I do believe I've got them to a point where I would call the draglings themselves pretty well finished. I always go in and do a little bit here and there, but in general, they're pretty well finished. And on one book here, I have titles that people have suggested, which are wonderful. And so logbook was one of them that you say that everyone keeps a log of everything. So one of the reasons I put the logbook back here, because it was one of the narrowest books. Any title that has a long word in it is difficult to put it all going this direction across a book. So if it's got less letters, it gets put on a smaller book. The bigger words get put on bigger books. So that's kind of how I figure what goes where.
That makes sense. Hello, Sandy. We have Sandy from France, and her English may not be very good. She's trying to write. Thank you so much, Sandy from France, for joining us.
Oh, yes. Welcome, Sandy.
I love it when we have people just from around the world.
Yes, it is wonderful.
Is Diane in here? Diane is from Belgium. She's in Belgium via Canada, Newfoundland. So, I mean, we've got people from all over the world. I just think that's amazing.
It really is. It's amazing what technology can do. I love it.
It is. And the more people we get from around the world, the more draggling love we can spread across the world.
You're worldwide, Randal. You're worldwide.
So one of the things that I've worked on this purple pen a bit more, got the single placer here, a little multi-placer at the top end of it. And some of the photos, I was going to put a Diamond Art Club pin here, but some of the photos of all these wonderful pins that people are using, this just has to be a purple sparkly pen. So one of the things I wanted to do, just kind of a fun thing, I usually do this at the very end, and I will go back and do this in spots at the very end of the painting, is add a bright white, little bitty highlights. And I do that. I've got some white acrylic paint, and I just put a little bit of paint in the lid here because I just need a little touch of it on the end of the brush. And then I do that as the highlights. And you can see, even though I had white colored pencil on the eyes, the acrylic is so much whiter, and it's opaque, and it just goes right over, and it just kind of makes the eyes sparkle. And then since the tongue is probably a little bit wet, you put a little sparkle on the tongue. And same with the jewels. The highlight on the jewels need a really bright little highlight. Just makes them glow a little bit more.
It just makes them pop also. I love it.
It really does, yes. And there are times where I'll actually mix some acrylic with a little bit of colors if I want to highlight some of the top edges of the drag lines here, just to make them pop out a little more because the light is right on top of them. So their top edge should be highlighted probably a little more than it is. So that's something I'll wait to the end to do that, though. So I hope you can see. I need to make sure that what I'm working on is in the screen here.
Yeah, I can see it. It looks great.
Oh yeah, we can see it. Looks good.
Okay.
I'm just loving them. I can't take it. That little tongue, is just like something I can't even with that little tongue.
So and I turn this thing around. I know I'm turning it sideways. I need to reach this white sparkly pen. Now the metal, the silver metal would be very reflective. So I want a little white highlights on the multi-placer here, a little white highlight down on the metal part at the bottom here. And then you can probably see with colored pencils, I've already done little spots of white on here to kind of start to give it a bit of sparkle. But on top of that, I'm going to do a little bit of acrylic, just little dots. It just takes some time to just sit there and put every little dot in there, but it just makes it sparkle the way these sparkly pens are. These pens that are being custom made for diamond painting are just beautiful.
They are. And we definitely love our sparkle. That is for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, the pens literally have turned into works of art themselves. Yeah. Like it's amazing. Like I just look at these pen turners and go, wow, okay.
Yeah, they are definitely artists.
They are.
Yes, so I'm just adding a little sparkle going down the purple pen, and it just kind of adds that little bling to it there. There we go. See how it just adds so much to it.
And is it just me, or did you kind of do a little bit? It could just be my screen, but it almost looks like there's a slight ombre effect in the pen.
Well, I don't know what I did, but I just kept I did a lot more shading with shades of purple, some blues, and various things on it. So
that makes it perfect. Like that is like gorgeous.
Thank you. And as you can see, the background back here, I have added a lot back here in the background, darkened it in. This little cup here is going to be one of my kind of a brass cup, kind of like the highlighted the golden areas on the books too, is kind of the look it's going to have. And again, I did a dark blue watercolor in the background here, and then over that I go in with my colored pencils and just start adding layers, and then I will go back over that probably with more dark blue, usually an indigo blue, watercolor to just kind of darken up the edges. And you can probably see in the areas that are pretty much done up here where the edges closest to the books are actually a little darker. I just like to add a little bit of darkness right around the edges. It just kind of makes the books pop, gives them definition. And that is something I've also done around the dragon's face. And when I began, I mentioned how putting the red or the burgundies, red tones against the green tones make the green kind of pop forward, same on both sides. And then I have gone in with my colored pencils and even darkened areas back there. And then the more I highlight the dragon's head, the more his head is going to come forward and pop out from the background. And I've done that with all these books back here too, kind of darken the edges here. It just highlights the dragon because that's the main feature of the whole piece of the draglings. So
that is true. And when you talked about putting the little dots on the pen, it's funny because Mandy said placing little dots is kind of what we do best in this community. That's pretty much diamond painting in a nutshell.
That's true.
Little dots.
That's absolutely true. So you know what it's like to sit there and put one dot at a time.
You're in
there
good.
are quite a few of us that do single place. I mean, I've known people that single place an entire canvas. So,
Wow. Well, if you love it, that gives you more to love. Spend a lot more time on it, I would assume. Yes. So as you see, I'm just going to keep shading here with the dark blue in the background. And by the time it's done, I will probably take my white acrylic and do some on the light bulb, since that's the source of light here.
Oh.
Just to make sure.
But I see what you mean about adding that darkness around, like that extra little layer of darkness around areas makes other things pop.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I don't specifically like to outline things. Like I wouldn't take a black pencil or something and just outline everything. But, I say I don't do that much, but then you see me kind of doing it with the dark blue. But I kind of get it dark. I like sharp edges on things, and I want the shapes to be the right shapes. Like for the multi-placer here. Probably needs to have a little bit of a flatter top.
Oh my goodness. Leona single placed Train of Dreams. You know how big that canvas is?
Oh
wow. She learned how to multi-place after she finished that canvas. Good Lord, Leona, that had to take you. How long did that take you?
I'm sure she did learn how to multi-place after single placing that canvas. It's like, maybe I need to learn how to multi-place. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yes.
I bet that was, whoa. How long did that take you, Leona?
I know, because that canvas is that one and what is it? Dragon Brigade are two of the largest, right? Because I don't know if Snow Castle is
Snow Castle's up there, but I think Dragon Brigade, when they released it, was the largest piece they had released up to that point. I don't know if they've done anything bigger yet or not, but
Snow Castle has a record, and I'm not sure. You remember what it was, Brandy? Snow Castle is a record holder.
Well, it is a record, but I'm not sure exactly what the record.
Someone in this chat will know what record. One of the Spanglers, and I believe it's Snow Castle, has a record in the Diamond Art Club Hall of Fame. What, for lack of a better term, does anyone know what record Snow Castle holds? This is the group to ask. Somebody will know. Longest.
Karen, you see this? That single placing Train of Dreams only took her 3 weeks to finish. Leona,
oh my gosh. Okay.
I can't finish a small one in 3 weeks.
Did you sleep?
Leona says, I'm retired, so I had plenty of time to work on it. I know, Leona. Don't you love being retired? I love it. It's the longest. Someone said the longest and largest. I'm not sure, but I think it's the longest. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one
is a record holder.
Yep.
Okay. Now you can see I'm going around the pen handles here. I've got a little dip where I guess I took my watercolor, and put a little divot here in the handle of the placer. But as I do the coloring on the handle, that will disappear. That's easy to correct, little things like that. But as you can see, I just kind of a little bit at a time, layer after layer, instead of just pouring it on as heavy as I can. I want to build up the layers to a nice darkness, and I like things to shade a bit. You can see it's kind of lighter in areas and goes to darker in areas, and I like that look.
Oh, I agree. I do too. It gives it a little bit more depth and dimensionality.
And I am, as you can see, I take it and I just kind of go around the edges with the dark color. And then from there, just start shading a bit more, going around there. And just before we started here, I was thinking I needed something back in this little space here. So I think I'm going to do another little bottle or something back there. I'm not quite sure what, but I'm going to leave space there to do it. And here I didn't put my watercolor under this little spot, but I'm going to go ahead and put my colored pencil on top, and I will take watercolor and just go back over that area, which will darken in all this back here. I'll probably end up getting this area about as dark as this area here. This is very dark back here. So the other thing I added this week, as you can see, this kind of architectural arch in the background here, up in the corners. And I did a watercolor base, and I've started putting some colored pencil on top. I will be doing quite a bit more because I really want it to be considerably darker than it is, and I'm sure I will probably do more watercolor on top of it also. But I just keep going over and over and over with colored pencils just to darken it. But what I wanted to say, I'm going to work on right now, in this area, instead of leaving it plain like this, I want to put a design in there. And over on a piece of paper.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you. But it's like a scroll design in there.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
And,
that's going to be so awesome.
And it'll be almost, I'm going to make it look like it's kind of carved into the wood.
Yeah.
And I kind of drew out a little design over here to the side. This white board underneath here is just the back side of a piece of mat board. But I always like to have a piece of paper or something under me because I'm always writing down notes or, excuse me, drink of water would help. Or, testing out a colored pencil, maybe testing out a watercolor color on it, writing down the numbers that I chose for the drawing at the end of the event.
Alyssa told us that Snow Castle holds the record for largest and longest canvas at 55.5 centimeters by 198 centimeters.
Okay.
For a grand total of 10,989 centimeters squared and 178,080 drills. As
oh my gosh! And I thought it was trained the Dragon Brigade, but I was wrong.
As I always say, but who's counting?
Yes. Yeah. The Dragon Brigade and Train of Dreams aren't far behind.
No.
They are huge. They really are. So this is a design. I'm going to do a repeating pattern of this scroll work across here. And I'd like to do a little design there, and then I do a little shading around it. And by the time I'm finished, the background around it, some of these areas will be darker, and the top edges of this, because this would be, I assume if it's in wood, the darker areas would be kind of carved out. And so this wood area would be a little higher than the background. So I will be doing a little bit of highlights on the edges of that up there. And instead of what I'm used to, I'm always thinking that because my lighting is usually coming from the top, which is over here, that you would think you'd highlight the top. But my light source is here in the middle with this. So instead of highlighting the tops, I'm going to be, and I'm just going to throw a little bit of a highlight in there, and this is probably lighter than it should be, but just so you can see, I'm going to do it facing where the highlight is coming off of the lamp over here. And this is kind of the look it'll have. And it starts to give it just a little bit of a highlight, just gives it a little bit of a dimension. And again, I'm not even finished drawing the bottom of the design out, but that's kind of the look it's going to have.
Nice.
Except it'll be darker overall.
I just love those little details like that. But then again, like I am fascinated by, like, you know, when you go into houses and like if you see where someone has done scroll work on like the banisters and on fireplaces and stuff, on the woodwork in the house, it fascinates me.
Mm-hmm. The other thing, one of those things just went through my mind and out the other end. One of those thoughts.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, Randall. It happens to me all the time. Just goes out of your brain.
It does. It does. So anyway, and I don't know if you can even see, but what I have done with my slightly darker colored pencil so I can see what I'm doing, I have drawn guidelines in here. So I have edges to draw my pattern, my design work up to that edge right there.
Ah, that kind of makes sense.
Instead of just trying to make it the same size, I can more accurately make it about the same size. Nothing in here is quite perfect, but that's what makes it interesting. Sometimes imperfection is the perfect way to do something.
Well, whatever you do, it turns out perfect. So we love it.
Okay. And that's what I love about hand drawing and stuff. You know, and I don't know too much about AI, artificial intelligence, art, and what I have seen is spectacular what it comes up with. But, you know, there's just that something about doing it by hand that just, I don't know, makes it more real and more organic. And
you know, I was talking to Dakota Dateweiler about AI and all kinds of stuff, and I'm definitely not here to start an AI debate, but I kind of equated AI to, when I taught mainly, I mean, I taught everything, but English, language arts was my passion, and writing, getting kids to write was a big deal. And we talked about an author's voice. And we talked about, based on how you write and the style that you write in, you are reading a story or a book or a piece of writing, and you hear the author's voice come through the writing. So in equating traditional art, hand done, versus AI, there's no voice in AI.
Right.
No, there's no that personal passion, personal voice of the artist coming through. That's
right.
how that's the only way I can describe it. It's beautiful, but it's void. It's just kind of void. There's no, I don't know. There's, you know, again, there's no human behind it. So
I agree. I don't know if you could see the little spider coming down off of my light here. I don't no idea where he came from, but I'm going to make sure.
He came to visit the draglings. He said, yes, hey, they look like friends. They're friend shaped.
But I also want to make a real comment going back to AI and digital art, drawing digitally on a screen using Procreate or Photoshop is a totally different thing. That is still, no matter the surface, you know, even if it is, the artist is there with a stylus on a screen. They've got to be able to draw. You know, it is an assistant, but it's totally different than AI.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I found that out because
knows the difference. Yes.
I offended my child because, you know, my oldest Chris does digital art, and you know, I was like, oh, okay. Is that like, cut and paste or like AI? And Chris was, excuse me, Mom. No, I am physically drawing. The only difference is instead of a paper, I have a computer, but I am still with my stylus. I am still picking my colors. I am still shading. I am still doing
Yes.
everything that you would do. It's just on the computer. But she's like, do not compare. He's like, do not compare me.
It's true. I have done some digital drawing. I've learned a bit recently in the last couple of years, and it is a lot of fun. And it is, I can draw things to look just like this, but I've got to be able to draw. I've got to be able to shade. I've got to be able to do all these little things I'm doing here. You do it on the screen. So yes, digital art is not like AI at all.
Yeah, and I think people tend to confuse the two a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, and I hate when people are like, "Oh, digital art is like no, don't get it confused because that is still someone's own creativity, someone's own, the benefit I think with Procreate and things like that is that like it allows you to use multiple mediums within an art piece with different brushes and different,
yes,
make it look textures. But I mean, you can even make it look where you actually can see brush strokes.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And the thing I've played with Procreate a bit. And it's if you are an artist and you can draw, you would pick it up so easy. I was scared to death to try it, and it was actually easier than I thought. But it is much just like drawing here, basically. The advantage to it is, I think the biggest advantage is, like this design I'm putting on, it could be a different layer. So once I drew that design on, if I decided I didn't like that design, then I could just push a button and the design would disappear. On a different layer, I could draw a different design. Right. And then I could go back and forth and compare designs. That's a fun thing. When you're doing it on paper, you do it here. It's like once it's there, it's there.
Right.
You could probably paint over it if I had to and work something out. But you just I got to get it right the first time or be happy with what I've done.
Yeah, because then you run the risk of possibly ruining the paper up underneath because it gets kind of chewed up and whatnot.
Yeah. So that is a big advantage. But anyway. So as
I think it's cute that that little spider came to visit you, though.
Yes, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, there's not much here to this holder. It's just one little. What do we call these little arms? Bendable arms. And with my phone up there, and he just came right off of that, and I have no idea where he
wasn't the spider there last week too?
Well,
we had several spider visitors.
Well, it probably. I mean, I've seen these little spiders around here. I'm in a basement area. It's a walkout lower level, but I guess around the door here, it's a traditional door that just opens. Not a sliding glass door or anything. Little creatures come crawling in.
It may be the same spider just wanting some airtime.
It could be.
He's like, oh, he's live again. Let me say hey to the people.
I need my 15 minutes of fame right now.
Right. Well, I don't know if anyone saw my my Facebook post. I did 2 of them not long before the event, talking about the event. But one of them was I was down here drawing, and Elizabeth jumped up on the table and just laid right across everything. So I did post that photo on my Facebook page. She was, but now when we're doing the event, the door gets closed because she would be right up here drawing, and she thinks that everyone would love to just watch her be petted for an hour.
Oh yeah, because she would love to be petted for an hour because she's like, hello.
Oh yes. So anyway, so the design, you can subtly see it in there, and I'm kind of working it in here, estimating where it would be behind these pins sticking up, and still fitting it in there. So once I got it drawn in, I will darken it and highlight it and such. So that just the little designs, like you said, that just adds so much neat detail to the piece of art. I might even do a subtle design up here in these corners, a larger design of some sort. I'm not quite sure about that yet. I think that would be kind of neat. And then the books themselves will have designs on them. Excuse me.
Yeah, maybe you could do, because I want to say, I remember I think it was cat Christmas tree and dog Christmas tree, like in the corners of your frame that you did. Yeah. You had like a little design, and that was really cool looking.
Yes. I did those in circles because many years ago, probably back in the 90s, those were made into collectible plates. And so that's where the circular design came from. And so then I added for me to make prints of them and such, I added the border design to square it off. It's so much easier to cut square mats than circle mats. So that's why I did it that way.
Marcia, you're not late. You're perfectly fine. Thank you for joining us.
Oh,
yeah,
Marcia.
I think we've got someone working on cat. We've got a couple of people working on cat bookshelves, because that was a misconception I did want people to realize, is that when, even though the title of the event is Draglings and Books, it's any of Randal's artworks. We're celebrating the work of Randal, period. So, you don't just have to be doing a dragling painting.
Yes, I've got a few cat pieces out there. I think one piece with dogs. That's a Christmas, canine Christmas, the dog Christmas tree. And I'm not sure what
the dog bookshelf, because I have that one.
Yes, and then there's the houses. They've done the winter house and the summer house and the spring house. They have not done the fall house yet.
Yeah, we are waiting for the autumn house. We are like...
I have no idea when they're going to bring that out. So what I'm doing here, I want to do a little bit of design work, just a little design on the bottom of the book, because a lot of neat old books have nice ornate design work. In fact, I've been, as I've mentioned many times, I've been going to a lot of estate sales, and I've kind of picked up a lot of wonderful old books, of many of them 100 years old, and very ornate covers. Some of them even 3D with inset sections and stuff, and printed and beveled edges, and it's just amazing. I don't know how they produced those back 100 years ago. But they're fun books, and so I like to do a lot of this artwork, little designs on here. Now this design, and since it's right behind the dragling's head, I'm doing it in a dark burgundy instead of making it light and bright. I think it would be just too busy to have this golden design work right behind his face and his eyes. So the design, there will be a design here. It'll just be more subtle than the rest of it, the book.
I think the most ornate book I think I've ever seen is when I went to Ireland. I got to go to Trinity College, and they have a book on display, which is behind glass. You can't touch it, obviously, because of the brittleness, but like the artwork on that was just like, wow. I think it was called an illuminated text or something like that, but it was gorgeous.
Am I correct in thinking that is called the Book of Kells? But
yes, that's it, the Book of Kells.
Okay, I've not been there. I've heard everyone says you got to go there and see that place. Just the library itself would be incredible.
Well, they didn't let us go. We only got to go to that part, because it was a whole bunch of school kids. So we were band kids, and they let us. They wanted to take us to Trinity College, but like, they wouldn't let us hang around too much, but they did let us see the Book of Kells, and we were just, we were awestruck.
Wow. So this design here, I'm going to do just kind of a crisscross, which if you look at my artwork, you'll see this pattern in anywhere I've got books. I've done this pattern probably on the spine of many books. And I've not drawn it out ahead. I'm just doing it right here without preliminary drawing, trying to keep it fairly even spaced, doing a little curve instead of straight because the spine of a book is usually a little curved. So you'd curve these lines this direction. And then down here, and then the crisscross the other direction. I'll start here at the corner of one. We'll curve a little bit that direction. I hope I'm not going. Am I going off of the page here?
No. We can see you. We can see you.
If I am, tell me.
Okay. We will.
Say, hey.
You're doing wonderful.
But it just adds a nice little pattern, a nice little detail, a little more richness to the books. Yeah.
Sparkle Dust and Diamonds said that she did Cat Bookshelf as a puzzle without even knowing anything about diamond painting or you, and she absolutely loved it because she loves books and cats. But then she realized that it was done by this wonderful artist after she did her first Spangler this past September.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Yeah, I love the fun thing about those bookshelves, and especially in the puzzle, is the book titles. It's kind of fun to take classic book titles and put the word cat or feline or something cat-like, change them a bit so you don't run into copyright issues, and it makes them a lot of fun. Now the diamond painting version of them, they got a lot of titles, but they run into the same issue I run into when putting titles on my books. Sometimes when you convert it to a diamond painting and the book is only so wide and the title is like, I can squeeze it in with little bitty letters, but once you convert that to a diamond painting, you can't get the whole word on the book. Yeah. So sometimes they will leave books blank because of that.
Yep.
That is true, because if it's got a small, and that's with any diamond painting, just because when you pixelate it, in order to get the diamonds to make out the words, you need a lot more space than you would if you were drawing it or whatever.
Yes.
I get a little nervous with wording in a diamond painting, just because it's hard to do.
Some of the fun things I've seen people do, though, would be if you had a row of books in the back where you can't put a title, you could actually spell out a word or something and put, like a big D here and an R there. Make up your own letters and put them in. And I've seen people do things like that, which is really neat. I'm not quite sure how they figure it out to do it, but I've seen some people do that.
Yeah, diamond painters can personalize stuff and it looks really good. Like I have been posting for a lady that does not get on Facebook, and she finished Cookies for Santa, I believe. And it's got that list in it. And she got her kids' names on that list that's in front of the dragling with the cookies. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And it looks great. It looks really, really good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's Julie, if I'm correct. Julie's actually in the chat.
Julie said,
And I've got some of the, I guess what they call them, like I've got the customized bookshelf, and then the wedding and the graduation where, the banner is blank so that you can put, whatever information, kids' names, family names, whatever on that. And I think that's just amazing.
So you can see I add a little pattern here. I did just a slightly lighter color of burgundy and very slightly highlighted the top edges of that design because I feel like it's probably embossed into the leather of the book a bit. Excuse me.
I just love how this is looking.
Each book will have design work here and then titles at the top. I still have to look over my titles again to see what titles we have and where, which ones might fit.
Yeah, Julie, I'm gonna have to try to find the baby one. That was one I did not buy, was the baby one. And now that I've got a granddaughter coming, I need to get that baby one so I can put my grandbaby's name on
it. Now, one of the titles that was given that someone had suggested was Multi-Placed Mysteries. I really liked that title. The word multi-placed is so big, I just don't see fitting it on a book. So I will probably break it into 2 words and do Multi-Placed Mysteries.
I think that would work. I love that.
That will work. Yes, yes. And this being the biggest book, here I've got my drawing sideways again. It's just, I just have to keep moving it to be able to reach things. So I've got my pencil here, and I very, very lightly am drawing in guidelines to do my lettering on the books. And again, I try to curve it with the curved spine of the book.
Oh, Sue is letting me know we have 10 minutes, actually now 9 minutes left.
Okay. Already?
I know, right? How is it every week? It's just like it just flies by so
It really
quick.
does. It really does. That's amazing.
Happens every week, I'm telling you.
Oh, I swear, I feel like when I'm by myself on my lives, it feels like it goes a little bit slower. And it's like, before I know it, when I'm with you and Kara, it's like, whoop.
Yes.
Finished.
All right, so I guess what we'll do is while you're going to continue drawing,
okay,
we will go ahead and do the prizes. If I gotta open up my computer here. I want to say we had 115, but let me verify that. Yes, 115 is how many that we have. And we have 9, turn on some lights here. We have 9 prizes. Now, one of the prizes is a redraw because the person who originally won it never claimed it. And so, and that was 2 weeks ago. So we are having to redraw for it. So I guess that's what we'll start off with is KJ pin. So we actually have 2 of those. So we're going to do the redraw for the KJ pin. It's diamond painting pin that is turned by one of the admins in our group. Her wife does the pin companies, and they are beautiful pins. Beautiful.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
All right, so
we were lucky to get one at the last event, and they're really pretty.
So you ready for the number?
I am ready.
Okay, number 56.
All right, let's see. Number 56. Oh, why is it always chooses names that are going to be difficult to say? Okay. Christine DiMaggio Muscatel.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm not sure if she is in the chat. I'm typing in KJ pin. All right. So that is one of our KJ pins. All right. So for our second KJ pin,
you need another number.
Magic number.
I'm involved in my drawing here. That would be number 83. Number
83. That, I believe, she might be in the chat. I'm not sure. Brenda Sands. Congratulations, Brenda.
Yay, Brenda.
Hey, congratulations, Brenda.
All right. Our next prize is it's from Beaded Melodies. It is a themed bracelet.
I have it. Can you
you want me to show you? I'll put you up here so you can show it.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, let me put it.
Okay.
I'm going to switch you so that everybody can see you real quick. Okay.
Okay. It's got a dragon charm. It's so cute. The dragon is adorable. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
it's
that is so cute.
Dragon charm. Isn't that cute? And then it's got a heart, and the heart says cookie. It's so cute. Oops, sorry. Cookie.
Oh.
And then the beads say dragling on it.
Wow.
Dragling.
That is so cute.
Yeah, the beads. Yeah. Okay.
So
right.
that.
Hold on. Okay. Let me put Randal back here. Okay. So, what is the number for our winner for that bracelet?
32.
32.
Number 32. Oh, I know this one is in the chat. Tammy Short has won the bracelet.
Woo! Tammy!
And in between here, you can see I'm doing the titles in a lighter color, kind of a bit of a golden color, but I want it to be readable. I don't want it to be real bold, but I want it to be readable. So I've got multi in there. Now the next word will be more of a challenge, and mysteries will be a real challenge to fit in there.
Our next prize is a palm placer from O'Brien Custom Turnings.
Okay, let's do number 7.
All right.
Lucky 7.
Lucky 7. Come on, computer, work with me. I don't know what you're doing up here, but you do it. You're doing the most over here, computer. Okay. No, go. All right. This one might be in the chat. I know there is one person with, I think, this name, but I'm not sure. But number 7, winning the O'Brien palm placer is Linda Wigren, Wigren.
Linda, yay!
Hey, congratulations, Linda.
Just typing in here. All right, congratulations. I have no idea if Linda is in the chat. Our next prize is a putty pack from Tracy's DP World.
Yay!
Okay,
number is 113.
113. 113. She is in the chat if she hasn't left. Julie Saris, you have won the putty pack. Julie!
She's who I've been posting for. Yay, Julie!
Oh,
you know what? This is a prime example of if you're not on Facebook, we will help you, and you do have an opportunity to win a prize. Yay!
Yeah.
There you go. See?
There you go.
Linda Wigren. I know I had to butcher that name.
I'm sorry. I'm a little invested in Julie Saris because I've been posting for her. So I'm like, yay!
Yes. Well,
yeah, people think
wonderful.
if they don't have Facebook, they can't participate. That is not true, people.
Not true, Julie.
You don't have Facebook. You just contact us. Send us a picture. We'll post for you.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Our next prize is a $25 gift card from Crystal Canvas.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Number, let me think, 94.
Number 94 is Angel McKinney. Angel McKinney.
Congratulations, Angel.
Congratulations. And if I could write, that would be beautiful. All right. Our next prize, we got 2 prizes left. So our next prize is a $25 gift card to Shine Shop Design. She has all kinds of absolutely precious cover minders.
Ah.
I have many of them. I can attest to that. Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Okay.
She's got great cover reminders.
Let's go down to 44.
44. Number 44 is Linda King.
All right.
Linda King.
Congratulations,
Woo!
Linda.
I'm just going to have some cute cover reminders.
Oh, yeah. They even have premium ones that open up and you can use them as drill catchers.
Yes.
They're wonderful. All right. And should be our last one. I will double check. Our last one is the big one for this week, which is thanks to Diamond Art Club. They are so generous to sponsor this event. Also, a $50 gift card to Diamond Art Club.
Woo-hoo!
That is a wonderful prize. That goes to number 101.
Ooh, number 101.
Yes.
101. And this is when I love this one because this is someone who is doing the mystery. Sarah Lee Annabelle.
Yay, Sarah.
Woohoo, Sarah.
Congratulations.
Let me just double check that that is all of them now so that I don't mess it up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on.
You can see I got 2 words in on the title. I still have to put mysteries in here. I don't think I will rush it in at the last few seconds, but that's kind of the way it's going to look. And when I go to the blue book here, most likely I'm going to do dark lettering on it.
Oh, that looks good. I like that. Yeah.
Somehow I have missed something. What did I miss? Oh, I think I forgot to put the, I'll have to go back and I forgot to, no, I wrote that down. Okay. I got to figure out because somehow I highlighted 8 and I have 9 prizes. So my brain.
Didn't we, Brandy, remember we had that diamond painting, the turkey? We thought we were going to do that for a grand.
No, I still have even taken that off. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I still have 9 listed.
Okay.
So let me see.
I did pick 8 numbers.
Yeah.
So I pulled out my blending pencil here. I just was looking at my jewels and thinking, well, these jewels could be a little bit smoother since they're glass. I want to be as smooth as possible. So kind of smoothing them out there just a little bit. And one thing
I'm just going through and seeing where I messed up.
I forgot to mention last week, and I'll throw it in real quick in the last few seconds here. When drawing the jewels and shading around, they're darker at the top, white highlight, lighter at the bottom. The light's kind of coming through and shining through and highlighting. But one of the most important things is a shadow underneath the jewel. There needs to be a shadow there. That makes the jewel kind of pop off of the page.
Brandy, I figured it out. It's the journal from Kokisha.
That's what I forgot. There we go. Thank you. So we do have one more prize. We have a journal from Butterfly Kisses, and it actually does have, she worked with Randal on, and it's only, you do not ask her, you cannot buy this. It is only, this design is from Randal that he gave permission to use, but it is only, like, you're not going to be able to get this unless you win it. But it does have Randal's art on it. And it is a journal from Butterfly Kisses. So one more final prize.
Special gift.
Hang on. Do we want to, hang on.
Do you have where you can show it?
Yep, I do.
All right, let me put you on here.
I am going back around.
Yeah, okay, and you can't read the writing. There's a circular image around the dragling with a chocolate chip. It says, friends are like chocolate chips in the cookie of life. It is so cute. It's so cute. Look at that.
It is. That is the
wonderful.
journal.
Oh, that really came out
That's
beautiful.
what we're giving away. And you're
Yes,
and again, you can't buy this on her site. Randall has given special permission just for giveaways. Is that not cool? So it says, friends are like chocolate chips in the cookie of life.
Yes.
Yep. So that is something that is very, very special that you can only get through this. All right. So who is going to be our number?
That number will be, let's see, what have I not chosen? I haven't chosen anything in the 20s. Let's do 25.
All right. Let's go up to number 25. All right. Number 25 is Martine Fanny.
Martine, congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's a great gift. A great prize.
Martine, if you don't much, Martine doesn't claim it, I'll give Randall my address and he can.
You'd have to fight me for that one, girl. I'd be like,
I know. Ah.
Yes.
But oh my gosh, thank you, Kara. See, this is where my bestie always keeps me straight. She keeps me straight because I'm sitting there going, what did I miss? What have I missed?
Well, believe me, you do the same for me.
So once again, the winners that are in the chat and the winners that are catching up on replay, if you have won, please contact me. You can either email me. It's Mystery of Diamonds, all one word, all lowercases, mysteryofdiamonds@gmail.com. Or you can message me on Facebook Messenger, and I will get back to you so that I can get you your prize.
Okay. I just have to say this. DAC, if you're listening, if you're anywhere out there in the YouTube universe, please turn this into a diamond painting. I want it. Oh my gosh.
I know. I want this one so bad.
I have told them about it already. Of course, they don't ever tell me what they're doing or when they're doing it. But I would surely expect this to be a diamond painting.
Yay! I think that they would too, because it does have, it's the Draggling diamond.
I mean, come on. Seriously. It's perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect. I love it.
I can't believe this is the end of another week. So once again, we have one more week where we will be doing the grand prize, and the biggest of the grand prizes is the original picture that you will be getting from Randal Spangler himself.
And I will have it finished and framed to show you next week.
When is Brandy? Can you tell? I know Brandy has put up the thread for your finishes. You are more than welcome, and I know Brandy won't mind me saying this, you are more than welcome, if you're not going to be able to finish, to put what you've got so far, because we'd love to see everybody's progress in that. Is that okay, Brandy?
That is absolutely fine. You do not have to show, if you did not finish your piece, that is fine. Just, show what you want, because that is going to give you an additional entry for the grand prize.
And when are you turning off comments for that piece? Because people were wanting to know when the deadline was.
It will be going off. I think tomorrow's the last day of the month.
Yeah.
So I will turn it off at if I am not awake at midnight, then as soon as I wake up on the 1st, it'll go off.
Okay.
But I'm going to give all the way until like midnight if I'm awake. If I am not awake at midnight, since I'm going back to school, then as soon as I wake up that morning, it will be turned off.
Okay. All right. And I can help. We'll talk later, but I can help with that as well. So please, guys, we depend on you. Spread the word. Okay. Because this is a short turnaround. If you have friends that couldn't make the live tonight, that is okay. We don't take role in these lives, and we understand that people are very busy. but spread the word. Tell your friends. People ask all the time, well, how do I find out about this stuff? Talk to each other, help each other out. If you know of a friend that has participated in the event and couldn't be here tonight, perfectly fine. Just let them know that midnight the 1st, when the clock strikes midnight and the calendar goes to the 1st, those comments are going to get turned off. So just spread the word and help your friends out and help us spread the word too. I mean, you guys get the word out there much faster than we can.
You are right, guys. Yes, there's 31 days in this month. Look, my brain, it's already gone and school hadn't even started yet. So Wednesday, so you have until the 31st at midnight, or like I said, right there at the very beginning of the 1st, you know, if I fall asleep. But you will not get past the morning of the 1st. Okay, so if it is the afternoon or the nighttime of the 1st, it's already going to be closed. And if it's the 2nd, it's already going to be closed.
So again, you've got a couple days. So you've got a couple days, and that's, it's more than a day. So you've got a little bit more time.
Yep, and I did put that post up.
Central, Robin, Central
Saturday.
Time. 12 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, not Eastern.
And if you live in France, you even have a little more time.
There you go.
Right. France, Belgium, Yeah.
Thank you so much for everybody who has been joining in the event. Thank you, Kara, for co-hosting with me. And of course, thank you so much, Randall, as always, for doing this with us and showing us every week, your beautiful artwork and spending time with us. You just have no idea how much we greatly appreciate you.
Thank you. It's fun.
So, all right, guys, that's another week in the book. We have one more that we are going to be live for, and then do not fret though. Don't get all depressed, because just remember the next Spangler event will be in November, because it will be season of Spangler.
Yes, remember November.
So, remember November.
And I have a lofty goal. My next purchase of a Randal Spangler diamond painting is going to be Some Enchanted Evening. Brandy, I've wanted that one for a long,
it's a big one,
long time. And it is a big one, but that's what I want to complete in November. I want to complete Some Enchanted Evening.
Wow.
I haven't decided which one I am going to complete in November, but part of me really kind of wants to do Coral Castle, and part of me also wants to do Canine Christmas. So
now here's the problem, right? Best laid plans. You think you have it laid out, you got your plan, and then they release 5 more Randal Spanglers, and then you can't pick.
That is so true. Because that's going to be the other thing is when they start releasing more, it's going to be like,
Yeah.
Oh, true. I might do turkey for Thanksgiving. Oh my God. See, there's just so many. There's so many that I want to do.
Or the Christmas ones. They're absolutely, I just unboxed Trimming the Tree. So I'm like, but I really want to do Some Enchanted Evening. That one's calling my name.
I'm just so grateful for this community, and I'm grateful for these events. But like I said, don't get sad, because even after this, we technically do 3 Spangler events a year. So the next one will be November. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time.
See you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.